Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is another beautiful evening here on Meadow Grove. Welcome along to the Dairyman's Diary. My name is Frank. I hope you are doing very well. We're just taking a little bit of a respite, really. We've been down to check on just how dry the soil is down here. Answer is very. It's boiling hot. It's been boiling hot for days. Not going well for the chances of getting any winter barley established. But what it has worked wonders for is the hay around the main farm here. And I'm thinking now's about the time that we just get it rode up. It's about 6 o'clock at night. We are due for it to be nice and warm and dry for about an hour and a half, 2 hours. I see that there's only, well, maybe 15, 17 acres between these three fields. I reckon we'll just get these rode up and we'll get them baled and out of the way. We are really burning the candle at both ends here. We finished milking just before and we've baled straw today as well. We've still got hay all over the place that needs to be brought in and gathered up, but that's not going to happen anytime soon. And plenty more grass to knock down as well. Serious amount of grass to knock down at the moment. So we're going to have to get into that. But we're just going to start with what we can manage. And we're going to do everything around here. I'll get that box ticked. We can get some more slurry out onto the fields tomorrow. If we can get everything cleared, that is. And then we can really kind of take stock and go from there. So I think that's the plan for the day at least. We are, like I say, we're falling behind a bit, but we're getting there. We still have no 7710. That is still away being repaired. It's going to be out for a while, out of commission. So we're pulling out the big guns, people. We spoke to some people. They asked if I was ready to do it. I said yes. And it's, you know, I think it's about time that we did it. We put the muscle to the test there. Everything else is out. Everything else is attached to something. We've got the 6820s on mowers, and we're going to be knocking down a large amount of grass for that tomorrow. The 66 has been on the baler, and when it's not on the baler, we put the loader back on the front. So it's time for us to bring out the 3090, and it is, well, it's going to do a bit of raking for us this evening. It's going to go in the tether when we need it on there as well, but for now it's about time we just get it stuck onto the rake. The previous rake tractor was the 6630. The 6630 has a beautiful power quad transmission in there. It's got fantastic suspension, air brakes all throughout as well, air conditioning, beautiful air sprung seat, plenty of good visibility. And makes a very nice smooth ride when you're going along some of the ground, which is not the best. This hasn't got any of those. It's going to be bumpy. Its suspension is at best failing. It's the air conditioning works when you open the door and leave it open, same with the sunroof. It gets very sticky. It's very, very loud. This engine is loud. You're going to have to put a few revs on there to get us to work the rake. It's going to be very loud. It's not going to be very fun at all, but needs must at the moment. Unfortunately, we have no other option, and we really just need to get some work done. So without wasting any more time, we're going to jump in and we're going to get ourselves started on it, really. So let's fire her up. I mean, listen to it purr. We've got 6 cylinders over there. We've very much got 3 here, I would say, and it is, well, yes, comfort is not what it was built for, but never mind. We'll get cracking with it, see how we get on, and we'll take it from there, really. What is the worst that can happen after all? So we're just going to go around the corner here. We're going to start. We have 3 fields to do, like I mentioned. This one, that one, and the one over there. We're going to come back to that one just because the angle of which I need to get into the gateway is not perfect. So we'll just swing over here. Power! Listen to it though. All it typically does is sit on the Keenan feeder, so we finished up feeding and I thought, do you know what, let's just take it off there and we'll get cracking. We'll not waste any more time, just get going with it. So that's what we're going to have to do, really. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like we're going to get that John Deere 7710 back anytime soon, to the point where the 6820 is going to go into the plow for a little while as well. Not ideal, but that's what we've been left with, so we'll see how we get on there. This seat gives me really bad back pain, which is why we've got this big long rest here. Oh, listen to her. No smoke, no poke, am I right? Look at that girl. Just flying along. Fantastic. And yeah, this material is nice and dry. It's been down now for about 4 days, but because we've had 4 days of plus kind of 25 degrees and higher, it's ready to roll. So we're not going to waste any more time. We're going to get it picked up and we'll see how we get on here. Not expecting a great deal of bales off these ones, but hey, it'll be a start, and then we can take it from there. That one there, Perfect. And yeah, so like I say, we're just gonna get these 3 fields raked up there. The baler's ready to go. We've just been putting a load of straw through that from that winter barley down the extension land, so we're gonna get that. It's pretty much ready to go. It's been blown out, and this bale chamber is empty as well. So now's a good time because it's not dialed in and silage really. So yeah, we'll get cracking with it really. But just another busy few days. The milking's going well, still in the position where we don't have to discharge any milk or throw any down the drain. We've still got like contracts that we're able to fulfill, and fortunately that our contract or our producers are desperate for milk, so we've been very, very lucky there. I do know a few of you are in much worse positions, so my heart's do go out for you guys. Yeah, we've been busy, and it's never ending really. Good 16-17 hour days at the moment, which to be honest is not unlike most years. It's just that we haven't really got as much done in a single day as we would perhaps used to. So fortunately the weather is being kind to us. That's one thing I would say. Somehow, yeah, we are having just a whole plethora of nice days in a row. To the point though now where we have a lot of rain. We have a lot of slurry, which is great because we're going to have to put it on very heavily here because there's no rain coming. So in terms of getting any moisture into the ground, it's going to come from slurry and slurry only really. So we're going to have to do that, which we'll manage to because like I say, we do have an obscene amount in the tank up here. So we'll be looking to get cracking along with that one very soon. And then yeah, after that we'll have to just wait and see, really cross the fingers for a little bit of rain because the spring crops are starting to suffer for it. We'll ideally see something coming through, but I just don't know what that's going to look like right now. Oh, get up that. What's the other thing with this is it's all manual. There's no CVT box or no power quad box or anything like that. It's all clutch and gear levers, and boys, kind of throw you back to the old days. Heavens. I don't know how we used to do it. Yeah, we'll get this done, then we'll jump straight over anyway. It shouldn't take us too long. How are you all doing anyway? Do let us know. I hope everything is going well. Do leave any comments down below. As always, I do like to read those and get back in touch with you. See how we're all doing and what state the rest of the ag world is in. But yeah, it's a difficult time right now. There's a lot of spring crops that are starting to go a bit pink in the stem there. A little bit sign of not enough water, I do believe. And it's just proven to be a little bit too tricky. We'll just do the 2 headlands there. So yeah, the rough estimate I got for the 7710 was about 6 weeks, which is a lot. We're going to try and do as much work as we can with this old girl to save us having to hire in another tractor. Emphasis really though on the 2 big machines, but we'll see how we get on. If we do start to feel like we're running a bit tight, we'll see what we can do. Go. Hydraulics aren't quite set up properly for this. They're still on the flow rate for the Keenan feeder, so we might have to look into see what we can do. But if it needs must, we're flying through. We nearly got this field finished already, so we're not going to look at doing anything else in terms of adjustment. A bit too much. There we go. It is nice and nimble though, that's for sure. Can't fault it there. Just get this little bit in the middle all lined up here. That's pretty much good for this field. Then we're going to go move on to the other side of the track there. Wonderful. And field number 1 is done. Perfect. Alright, and let's just knock that off. And we'll follow her over there, just go straight through and on to number 2. The Massey tour continues. We're going to get these all taken care of. And then I'll be back out in the 6630 to get some hay baled and see how we get on from there. So it's going to be a long old evening. Like I say there now, it's about 5:30. We'll get this raked up. It shouldn't take too much more than half an hour to do both these 2 fields. And then it's straight on with the baler, which will take about another hour to get this all baled up. So nice and quick because we don't have to sit there and we're not running the wrapper at all. So but hopefully, hopefully we'll be good there. So what we might do for this field though is set up the cameras and we'll see how it's all looking. wasn't very pleasant, nor was it very comfortable, nor very relaxing. However, we have completed the raking, so what we can do is just jump back in and we're going to fold that back up again as well. As you can see, we had to go for operation door and window to be wide open. So we're going to just take this back over to the yard, park it up there. It got a little bit hot, I must admit. The engine temperature got a bit higher than I anticipated with just raking. Usually when it's on the diet feeder, sorry, not actually going for all that long, so it's interesting when that happens, when you actually put some consistent work into it, just to see how it reacts. So I'm sure it's going to get out a little bit of soot and debris from inside, but yeah, we're just going to sling this into here for now and worry about it tomorrow. I think we'll just move past the gate though, because I'm going to have to get the loader and bale grab out for the out for the 6630 tomorrow as well. So back into the relevant comfort, really. We are going to just go out and get those fields done. I can't imagine it's going to take me too long to get them all wrapped up there, but you never know. We'll have a look. Get the key, there you go, and perfect. Fire up. Marvelous. Yeah, let's get ourselves away then. This has been singing along. It handled the straw without any problems again. Just gave it a bit of a blowing down with the air hose when we were down in the field there, so it's nice and clean for hay. And then we'll see how we get on with that. We've still got, like I say, mountains of grass to get down. Some on the other side of this farm up here. The land that we only knocked down the headlands for baled silage and hay, that needs to be all knocked down as well now. So yeah, lots to get baled up. So and all of the land down at the new yard as well. The lower yard and the extension. So yeah, we're going to be on for quite some time. But this is the busy season really for us dairy farmers there. This is when we have to get our feed sorted out for the whole of next year. So hopefully we'll be good to get that all done in the not too distant future, I would hope. Meanwhile, we're just gonna fire that one up there. That comes up from inside. We'll let it get up to speed a little bit more there, and I reckon we're good. Not the thickest of spots either, this one, so when it's hay, I typically find I have to kind of do a little bit of slaloming just to make sure I get a nice even bale. I'm watching a McHale baler go the other day. That does make a lovely even bale actually. But yeah, for this, with the smaller spots there, we do have to just move around a little bit. Not to worry. What we'll be doing again is we're just going to collect them into pairs, and then we can drop them off in pairs to make it that little bit faster and easier to get everything tipped out. We're also going to have to come in here and get a lot of slurry knocked down pretty quickly, just to A, keep on top of that lagoon, and B, just to kind of give us any chance to get going. What we will be doing though with our slurry tankers is actually swapping out the Joystick soon enough. We're going to trade that one in. Because yeah, we're going to be hopefully getting something a bit bigger and a bit shinier. That'll be the dream. And I've got my eyes set on a lovely looking piece of kit. So watch this space for that one. We'll see if we can get that sorted out. One here. That's the first one on the deck. And then you'll see when that one's gone, the trigger works for the back door. Cut the veil. Wonderful. And away we go again. So yeah, really that's pretty much it for us now. Just fighting along. Dairy guy is started soon. He's going to kind of be my dairy manager really, for one of the two yards at least, for one of the heads. So we'll see how he gets on. The new cattle are settling in fine. There's a few more coming as well next week, so that'll be exciting to get that number included as well. So yeah, we'll watch the space for all that. Really just kind of see how it all pieces together. For now though, we're just going to continue around with the baling. You've seen me in the baler plenty of times, so not to bore you too much, we'll just get this one all done, and we'll bring you an update when we're all good and ready to throughout the week. Well, we'll see if we can get any more kind of surprises figured out for you guys. The new tanker will be arriving soonish, but yeah, watch this space, we'll see how it all goes. Until then though, I've been Frank. I do hope you have enjoyed as always. We'll be back with you later on in the week with a little bit of an update as well. So until then though, I hope you have enjoyed. If you have, don't forget to hit that like button, smash that subscribe button for Simulation for the Nation, who agrees to host everything and we will see you in the next one. Till then, stay safe, enjoy what you're doing as always, and we'll catch you later.